My sister's son spit into my plate at dinner and said, "Dad says you deserve it." Everyone laughed. I left quietly. Mom messaged, "Don't contact us again." I replied, "Understood. Mortgage auto pay ends tomorrow." By 11:42 p.m., the chat exploded. I was sitting at my parents' dining table when my 8-year-old nephew leaned over and spit directly into my food, a big glob right in the middle of my mashed potatoes. Then he smiled and said loudly, "Dad says you deserve it." The whole table laughed. My sister, her husband, my brother, my parents, all of them laughing like it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. My mother wiped tears from her eyes. "Oh, come on, it's just a joke. Don't make that face." I looked at my plate, at the spit slowly sinking into the food, at my family still giggling. I didn't say anything. I just stood up, grabbed my purse, and walked out the front door. Nobody followed me. Nobody called after me. I heard more laughter as I got into my car. 2 hours later, my phone buzzed. A message from my mother in the family group chat. "Since you clearly can't take a joke and ruin dinner with your attitude, don't contact us again. You've always been too sensitive for this family." My brother reacted with a thumbs up emoji. My sister sent a laughing face. Her husband wrote, "Finally, good riddance." I stared at the screen for a long time. These people who I'd helped for years, who I'd sacrificed for, who I'd given everything to while they treated me like an inconvenience. My parents' house was in foreclosure 5 years ago. My father had gambling debts nobody knew about. They were 3 months behind on the mortgage, and the bank was ready to take everything. I was 26 with a good job and savings I'd built since I was 16. I paid off their back payments. Then I set up an auto pay from my account to cover their mortgage every month. $2,400 for 5 years. That's over $140,000. They told the rest of the family they'd refinanced, figured things out on their own. They never told anyone I was paying, never thanked me either. It just became expected. Meanwhile, my sister and her husband lived in that house rent-free for 3 years. My brother moved back in twice when he lost jobs. I was the only one who actually helped, and the only one they treated like dirt. I looked at my mother's message again. "Don't contact us again." I typed back 4 words. "Understood. Mortgage auto pay ends tomorrow." Then I closed the app and went to bed. I woke up to chaos. 47 messages in the group chat, 19 missed calls. The first message from my mother came at 11:42 p.m. "What do you mean auto pay ends? What mortgage?" My father responded a minute later, "She's bluffing. Don't engage." My brother wrote, "She doesn't pay our mortgage. That's insane." Then my mother again, "Someone explain what she's talking about right now." I didn't respond. I just watched them spiral. By midnight, my father finally told the truth. He admitted I'd been paying the mortgage for 5 years. He admitted they couldn't afford the house without me. He admitted they'd lied to everyone. The chat went silent. Then my brother wrote, "Are you serious? You've been taking her money this whole time and letting us treat her like that?" My mother's response made me laugh out loud, because she's family. That's what family does. But apparently she's going to abandon us over a silly joke. She has always been selfish. Selfish. I'd given them $140,000, and I was selfish. My phone rang. My father. I let it go to voicemail. Then my mother called. Then my sister. Then my brother. I turned off my phone and went to sleep. The next morning, I logged into my bank account and canceled the auto pay. Then I sent one final message to the group chat. "I paid your mortgage for 5 years. Not once did any of you thank me. Not once did you treat me with respect. Last night, your grandson spit in my food and you all laughed. Then you told me not to contact you again. I'm honoring that request. The house is your problem now." I left the group chat and blocked every single one of them. Over the next few months, I heard updates from a cousin. My parents couldn't afford the mortgage alone. They tried to get my brother and sister to help, but neither would contribute. My sister said she had her own bills. My brother said he was between jobs. They put the house on the market, but it sold for less than they owed. They moved into a small apartment. My father's gambling got worse. My mother blamed everyone except herself. My sister's husband told her that losing me as a cash source was her fault for letting the kids spit in my food. They're fighting constantly now. My cousin asked if I felt guilty. I thought about it. Then I remembered sitting at that table, the spit in my food, the laughter, the message telling me to never contact them again, the thumbs up emoji from my brother. "No," I told her. "I don't feel guilty. I feel free. Some families love you. Some families just use you until you're empty. Mine was the second kind. They told me not to contact them again. I just made sure they'd regret it." Last week, my mother created a new number and texted me. She said they're struggling, said my father is sick, said they need help and family should forgive. I read the message once, then I blocked that number too. You don't get to spit on someone for years and then ask them for help when the money runs out. That's not how forgiveness works. That's not how family works either. They taught me that lesson themselves. I'm just finally listening.